Something very timely and strategic has happened in Oyo State, Nigeria, and there is so much we can learn from it. So because this video has a lot of Yoruba spoken, and because of my audience, I am going to take this video as an analysis. Of course, you will hear voices, but you will listen as I take you through it. First, Seyi Makinde, the governor for Oyo State, a lot of you know I liked him a lot, went to LAUTECH, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, and he was having an interactive session with staff and stakeholders of the university. And so one security guard had the courage to pick up the microphone and speak on behalf of, on behalf of 66 other security guards who probably were scared or did not have the courage like him. And he spoke largely in Yoruba, but he also said some things in English. Listen a bit.
We are suffering. Please and please. Please. I have family.
So what was he speaking about? He was complaining to the governor that they are suffering. Those of them that are security guards, 67 of them, they are suffering because they earn a patching 18,800 naira monthly as security guards for the university. And though they do a lot of work, him, for example, has about 3 children that he's taking care of, yet that they are suffering and nothing is working for them. While he was, okay, hear him actually.
With 3 children.
So, while he was talking, listen, luck shone on him actually, and then the governor listened to him. But guess what? You would have noticed that this particular guy, will come back to him, was a guy was trying to stop him from talking. I was getting close. The guy felt the governor was being embarrassed. Don't talk like that. This is not the reason. It is not this event. All of that were happening. Then the governor now asked a representative of the administration at the administrative arm of the university, and the person now said that the guy and the 66 others are not full-time employees of the university. They were contracted. So they gave the contract of providing security for the university to a private contractor who now brought them, and then they paid that company 27,000. Who now in turn take away his administrative charges and all of that, and is paying 18,800.
Your Excellency, we are actually not staff of the teaching hospital. The security of this hospital is outsourced from beginning. So it's given to a company who recruits whosoever he wants.
But calculation will for our company
is based on 27,000 naira per head.
It's based on 27,000 naira.
Governor Seyi Makinde was pleased with the courage the guy has, and then was also shocked to hear that 18,800 was being given. He now said the 67 of them would be immediately transferred as staff, full-time staff of the university, and their salaries will now be 80,000 naira. The rest of the guys and all of the staffs were jubilating. But there is something we need to learn from this. You see, this guy, despite the fact that he knew that it was going to be, this thing that he was going to do has a chance to make or mar him. But he took the courage and said he was going to speak. I will not die. Like Esther said in the Bible, I die. If I perish, I perish. But you see this other guy, this is a representation of the local tout and agberos in the APC. When we try to speak out like this, he felt there was no need to embarrass the governor. It was going to shut him down. But the guy kept talking. After a while, you see this guy, these are the elite, the celebrities, the influencers, the politicians in government who goes ahead to tell you, no, they have explanation of why the economy is not working. That was what this man was doing. And he explained, it made sense for that explanation. This explanation is what they give, and people like this other guy will not take it up. They shut up, they hear, they don't know what is happening, they don't understand the explanation. They are suffering themselves, but they will take this explanation and use it to shut you down. Until Seyi Makinde now said this, all of them are not going to be happy. But this is where we must, as a country, agree. We should not wait for emotional moment like this to fixing our problems. Is it wrong for state governors to know that schools, universities. If this guy earns 80,800 and he has to feed his wife and 3 children, there's so much possibility that this guy will evade, will turn a blind eye to crime, will not be able to do his job mentally, physically, and emotionally because he's suffering. And because of that suffer, he may even allow criminality and crime to continue. He may even be begging these Yahoo boys in campus to even feed. But this is where we should take it up to the next stage. The governor, after leaving this place, should be calling for all, and that's why I'm doing this video. He should be calling for all other universities that this benefit should not be to Lautech. There are several other universities, University of Ibadan, several other universities, several other institutions and institutions in Oyo State. All of them should be absorbed. This singular act should cause for the absorption of all of them into the state civil service and let their monies be increased. One man's courage like this should make other persons smile. One man's effort, one man's put, one man's voice should create it. That is what happens. That's why that's the basic difference between Nigeria and the West. Institutional progress. It is not just to say Lautech can benefit. It will be a general norm in all of the institutions and structure to say moving forward, all schools should. And you see why when we say people are suffering, this is what we mean. And I'm not just trying, I don't want to derail the message. It's very clear. People are really suffering. And so when people speak out and say, let's do the right things, don't shut them down. Or don't be like this politician that wants to have an explanation. But thank God this guy stood his ground. This guy did not chicken out. And today he's smiling. All of this effort we are putting it, there is a reward coming. There is a reward coming. Don't allow people to use you to shut people down that have voices. You see the NYSC, it was a lone voice that immediately got coppers. After over 6 months where that money was released, after a lone voice that was raised, that got other coppers around the country, thousands of them, to be able to benefit from the new wage that federal government agreed. So these voices that we are raising, it may look as if it doesn't make sense now. It will very soon. Let's keep talking.